Hello, boys and girls. It's Ken from Vandawan Gardens, and there's a lot of activity out and about my hive. It's the only one that survived this year, and I've been putting sugar water into that top box up there. You see, on the bottom, I got a brood, I got a queen excluder, and then I got a box on top, and then I have a top cover, and then I've got an empty box with a jar that has sugar water in it. I also have sugar that I put up there, as well as a pollen patty that I had made from a mix. So yeah, they're bouncing back pretty good. But when I had gotten in there the other day, just to replace the sugar water, they attacked me. It was like very aggressive all of a sudden. So I guess I'll be needing to suit up completely before I do anything. I'm also thinking about getting rid of that hive excluder, or the entrance reducer, because it's on the middle setting right now. But it looks like they're just, I don't know. I think there's a lot of in and out activity that I think I'm restricting their ability to get in and out and do their foraging. There's only one hive this year so far, so I don't have to worry about robbing. At least I don't think so, unless there's a hive around. But it's towards the middle of April. Towards the end of April is when you start looking for swarming. But it's 50 degrees outside, and I cannot open up this hive completely to check for swarm cells because I could kill the brood. Anything below 61 degrees is not a good time to open up that hive. So I can't open up the top to change the sugar water out because I have, a lid on top of there. So I'm not getting cold air all the way down into where the eggs are. But so I can get in and out that way to feed them without hurting them. But I'm afraid that if I don't have a 61-degree day between now and towards the end of April, these guys are going to swarm on me. And I have all this wonderful hardware. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes just sitting here ready to go. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what the bees look like. So this is what the garden beds look like. I've already harvested some asparagus. So it's growing back. So we'll be able to have asparagus again sometime this week. And I just planted another perennial right over here. I have some horseradish going. And I have the sunchokes going in the basement. Those will be a new perennial. I'm not sure which bed I should put them in. Maybe this one here? The problem is they get to be about 8 feet tall, and I don't want them to block the sun going into the greenhouse. So I don't mind moderately, like maybe 4 or 5 feet tall things, but sunchokes are going to get to be about 8 feet. So maybe I'll put them into bed number 3 extension. Now that's how I gotta document how these things are going to go. So I got the greenhouse, I got bed 1 extension, bed 2 extension, bed 3 extension. I got to put the climbing stuff over here where I've got the gates. And recently I planted some wildflowers in bed 4 extension. So we'll see how those go. As well as I planted beds, flower seeds. Oh, I gotta empty this out. All the way on the edges of this new bed. So this is going to be the blueberry bed. So when I had the compost delivered, I intended to move all of this off of here, but I'm like, you know what, this is a perfect place for a bed. And I might have to actually electrify install an electric fence over here, because the deer, I understand it, they're gonna wipe out your blueberry bushes. They'll just eat them down to the nub. So anyway, that's what the garden looks like today. And I got a couple of swarm traps over here. Hopefully, in case if they do swarm, they'll swarm into one of my swarm traps or into one of the adjacent hives. So I think I might have to refresh the lemon grass oil that I put on the frames inside the swarm traps, just in case. They need to know that those swarm traps are friendly for bees. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go find them in the trees or something, or on the ground or the grass. I've asked my neighbors to be on the lookout too, in case they happen to see any swarms. But yeah, so that's what the little garden looks like on a Sunday in April.